time to sink in. Having to abandon his team and friends mid-campaign can be distressing to a player, even in his moment of validation. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and a new uniform amidst players with whom he is unfamiliar. A AAA manager welcomes a new arrival from AA. This prospect showed promise at the AA level. The organization is hopeful his progress will continue here. Holding a healthy but not insurmountable divisional lead, this young team is urged not to allow a lapse in intensity.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight it's the first of four between the Fresno Grizzlies and the Reno Aces. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Boomer Big Dog gets the call for game one of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, last game he had the strikeout stuff working. He got 10 strikeouts. It was fun to watch. He pitched deep in the game. Hopefully he'll give us another one of those performances in this game.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder number 35.
And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. HR, our home nine as they begin play here this evening. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that's just a great at-bat. Down 0-2, and he still gets a base hit out of it. Just up there. This guy's a fighter, man. He battles you all the way through, and he shows us right there to start the game the type of battler he is at the plate.
Peralta has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, one thing we know about this team, they're not going to steal. They do not steal. They're last in the league. So what are they going to do? They're going to rock and sock you. They're going to try to swing from the heels. They have to drive the ball out of the ballpark if they want to win. So we're going to see some big swings from this club.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. Preston Tucker digs in now. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Levitt from shallow right. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, David Peralta, one of the great stories in baseball. Look, this guy was a pitcher, couldn't get to the big leagues as a pitcher, went to independent ball and redid himself, put himself in the outfield and became a pretty good hitter. One thing for sure, we know he can throw it.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Another one sent foul. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. He will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the... Settling in now, Juan Centeno comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Centeno.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hit out toward second. To his right, Levitt. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Reed Brignac, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Peralta is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Teoscar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. In there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Strike him out right now.
Tap down the line. That winds up foul. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Peralta racing back to the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bruce Bowden. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Key looking under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. Tyler White will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one right down Main Street.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Reed comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Into the box now, Preston Tucker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder number 2.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hutton moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Colin Moran. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Fouled back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. Ready for another chance. Juan Centeno. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. In there, no balls and a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Herman waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Ready now, Reed Brignac. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Hutton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Digging in once again to Oscar Hernandez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hutton on the move, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Ready once again, Bruce Bowden. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Key is there, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready for another shot now. Tyler White. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Tyler White.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Hobson sprinting after it, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left.
Your attention,
Howard
please.
Kelly
Now
is on to
pitching
pitch
for
from the
the
bullpen
Aces.
now to start inning number. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out.
An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game. Digging in now, Carlos Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Carlos Baez.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Harold, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with it. Okay, okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Striding into the box, Luis Perez, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Mine.
Key is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So no runs, no hits, no air. Into the box now. Boomer, Big Dog.
Boomer, Big Dog.
See it, drive it. Come on, kid.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cruz has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Aces on top, 2-0. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. And in the outfield, David Peralta. One of the great stories in baseball. Look, this guy was a pitcher, couldn't get to the big leagues as a pitcher, went to independent ball and redid himself. Put himself in the outfield and became a pretty good hitter. One thing for sure, we know he can throw it.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting 6.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
TJ
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this is going to be a foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go with 3.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Key is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So striding forward now, Dallas Adair, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Big Dog has a play, but it's the first baseman that gets there to haul it in. And that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Seth Lugo. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High in the air out to center field. Hutton has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game.
Oh, baby, see it drive.
Digging in for his second at bat, Boomer Big Dog. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
There's been a big influx of pitchers that can swing the bats, and he's one of them. Nice line drive swing right there. They've got some athletes in the game now.
Keith Hobson.
Ready with the 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Key, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And a double steal try here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Striding in once again, Carlos Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A little bouncer. Oh, and no time to get him at first. Not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
The batter, number 3.
And he pops him up back behind second base.
Arcia.
Ahmed will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Digging in to try it again, Luis Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
He froze him on the fastball there. Luis Perez goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-2 pitch. Soft liner to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
This is when you really know you're on a hot streak. When a ball falls in like that, you sit back and you just say, I'll take it.
Emilio Cruz swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. And that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
T.J. Rivera.
Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
I got it.
And this is taken in for out number 1. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air.
On my mind.
And he'll put this away for the second out. Now at the plate, Dallas Adair.
Center fielder, number 10.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hutton giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning. Digging in and looking for more. Boomer Big Dog. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Chopped weakly to the left. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn. Ty Kelly is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
56.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 309 is the average entering play. No home runs as of yet. 10 RBIs. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. And another foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away. Digging in once again, Carlos Baez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Ground ball sent back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Hobson is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. Ready once again, Luis Perez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. In there, no balls and a strike.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Drilled to first. Key is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Number 9.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And there's out number 2. Ready for another chance. Emilio Cruz, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Emilio Cruz.
And apparently they'd rather go after the next guy as they walk him intentionally with 2 out here. And that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Chris Herman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ball.
This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late. Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace. And an invitation to the big stage, inevitable.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Reno Aces and the Albuquerque Isotopes. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Drew Flood will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, his last outing, he did his job. I mean, he didn't give up a run. He did a nice job, gave his team an opportunity, and he picked up the win. So he is throwing the ball as good as he can right now.
HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Well, Matt, the bats have just gone cold. There's no other way to put it. I mean, the last 3 or 4 games, they've really struggled to score runs. I'm interested in seeing how do they turn that around in this game, because the nucleus of this club and this lineup, they should be scoring runs.
So striding in, Richie Del Carmen, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Another one sent foul. And he got him. Now in the box, Steven Cardullo. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. We've played an inning, still 0-0.
Leading off for Albuquerque.
In there at the letters 0-1.
Rafael Inoa.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ahmed will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Now to the plate, Neil Willingham, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1. Well, Matt, he's been struggling, and they're coming right after him. He finds himself once again in an 0-2 count.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hutton has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Striding in, Boomer Big Dog.
Boomer Big Dog.
Check swing grounder to the right side. To his left, Del Carmen, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in next is Daniel Castro. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. 0-1, here's the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Peralta's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Drew Flood.
Pitcher.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Pollard in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, DJ Johnson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ahmed is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Striding in once again, Johnny Badalucco. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Hit out toward second. Cross is up with it, and he's set down, 1 away. Stepping in, Richie Del Carmen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot,
batting,
Stephen
left
Cardullo
fielder,
comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Digging in for his second at bat, Boomer Big Dog. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And that's in there, base hit. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Settling in now, Rafael Unoa. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But you got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Cross backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Neil.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Key is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Ready for another chance. Marcus Efting. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that swung on and missed for strike one. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row? 2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting to.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first. Digging in next is Daniel Castro. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. Nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Right fielder.
DJ Johnson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shut. Ready for another shot now. Boomer Big Dog. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, he's pitching well. They send him back up to the plate, and what does he do? He rewards him with a base hit. So it's a great game for him so far.
Hobson.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? And the throw will be too late as he couldn't get enough on it, and that'll score the run from third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score. Digging in once again, Johnny Badalucco. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pollard has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Ready once again, Richie Del Carmen. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And they'll issue the intentional walk here. Interesting decision with the bases empty and 1 away. Into the box, Steven
Now
Cardulo.
batting.
He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Steven
Takes a high
Cardulo.
fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Again, he sends it out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. It's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. So he keeps rolling right along. Digging in the switch hitter, Rafael Noah. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a foul pop behind the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a little blooper to center. Hutton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Marcus Efting is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Alan Levitt will grab a bat and hit.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save. Getting that.
A stellar performance earns a salute from this hurler's pitching coach. Both hope the command displayed tonight will carry over into future outings.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here. Boomer Big Dog will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's coming off one of those performances. He gave it 2 hits. He pitched deep in the ball game. He showed you durability, ability to throw strikes when he needed to. He's looking very good right now, and I expect another good game from him right now.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. That's a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Raimel Tapia goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch of the at-bat is lifted in the air out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Steven Cardulo comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Peralta has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Batting fifth. Capture it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down. In now, Marcus Efting. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And that misses ball one. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 1-2 now.
1-2. Here we go, guys.
Strike three called, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Striding in, Boomer, Big Dog.
Come on, Daddy, like a big dog. Right time, right time. Big dog.
From the stretch, here's the ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded.
Leading off for Albuquerque,
Eddie Vila is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
Here comes another 0-2. And another foul ball.
Here we go.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in now, Daniel Castro, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
Now, Matt, this is the tough part of being the 8-hitter. That ball's right down the middle, so it makes me wonder, is he trying to give his pitcher a breather, or is he just not being aggressive? With the pitcher hitting behind you, you get a ball groove, you got to take a big hat.
Batting ninth.
Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Ready for another chance?
Now
DJ
batting.
Johnson.
Right
0 for 1 for him here.
Johnson.
Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another
Leading
shot,
off for Albuquerque,
Raimel Tapia
center
comes
fielder.
into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Down the third baseline. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
This has turned into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seen a lot of pitches.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Richie Del Carmen. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Del Carmen.
And this is fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's a high pop-up. Ahmed is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Steven Cardullo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Here comes the first pitch.
Leading off for Albuquerque,
Dustin Garneau will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he pops him up back behind second base. Ahmed is there for it. 1 down. At the plate, Marcus Efting comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And they start him out away with a called strike. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again.
Now
Eddie
batting,
Vila.
third baseman.
Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Into the box, Boomer Big Dog.
Leading
He'll
off
start
Marino.
things out here in a tie
Pitcher,
ball game.
Big Dog.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Johnson is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Settling in now, Daniel Castro.
Leading off
He'll
for
try and
Albuquerque.
get things started as we
Shortstop.
begin inning number 6.
Daniel Castro.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this will be fouled away.
Hey, here we go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Digging in,
The pitcher,
Drew
number
Flood.
21.
He's 0 for
Drew
1 thus far.
Flood.
And that one right down Main Street. 0-1 count. Here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with 2 strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and go get him again.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in once again, DJ
Now batting.
Johnson. He's
Right
0 for
fielder,
2 thus far in this one.
DJ
Takes a
Johnson.
fastball on the inside corner. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peralta is under it. And that retires the side. So he's through 6 full now, and he is ready once again. Raimel Tapia. He'll start the
Leading off
7th,
for
and Dan, as a
Albuquerque,
former pitcher
center
yourself, you
fielder.
must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Richie Delcarmen is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's the advantage of having a good 2-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
Peralta moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
All on the ground to first. Can this be 2?
Gardula.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now
A
batting.
shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fouled back. The 0-2 delivery. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Peralta is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Marcus
Now
Efting.
batting.
It's been an
The
0
first
for 2
baseman.
effort for him to this point. Big Dog has a play, and that's the 3rd out. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his master. Digging in, Boomer Big Dog. He's been great on the
Now batting.
mound, so we'll see if he can do
Pitcher.
something with the bat here as
Boomer
well. He's
Big Dog.
earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Vila takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. So stepping in, Eddie Vila, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it.
Having split the first 2 in an extended series, the emphasis is on grabbing the upper hand in Game 3. A proud skipper addresses a room of young competitors 1 win away from competing for a league championship. Needing 3 straight wins to remain alive in a postseason series, this manager tries to focus his team on today's task. This manager reaches to put in perspective a bitter end to a nevertheless very successful season.